18-year-old showmen need to be making their way to the arena at this time. These exhibitors are Alexa Baker, Whitney Hauserman, and Lauren Bess. 17-year-olds need to be getting ready in the barn. Please be aware, we do not have a show bill for showmanship. We will be showing by age, starting with 18-year-olds, working our way down to 8-year-olds, then peewee, and then adult. Also, our show bills for the Market Goat and the Meat Breeding Doe show will be released at 2:30.
Just a reminder that the Skillathon Awards will be at 5:30 on Thursday instead of 7 o'clock. Entering the arena at this time is your 18-year-old showman. Judge, this is your class. 17-year-old showmen should be making their way to the arena. These exhibitors are Alicia Bone, Megan Ellis, Peyton Miller, Lillian Taylor, Charles Turlex, Brooklyn Weerum. Second call for 17-year-old showmen. This includes Alicia Bone, Megan Ellis, Peyton Miller, Lillian Taylor, Charles T. Rocks, Brooklyn Wayrum, and Hannah Gerber.
We're going to get this day started with the senior showmanship. I think these three young ladies did a nice job out here. Usually I take as much time as I need to figure out my order. With this being said, this class didn't take a lot of time. I could move right through it, see who had the most control and could exhibit their animal the way I was looking for them. But we're going to start off with the young lady here. She just does a nice job from start to finish, moves the goat around here in the ring just at the pace I'd like to see it, doesn't stop, doesn't hesitate, gets it in position, has its feet and legs right. Just a nice job from the start to finish here in this class. Easy winner in this class, in my opinion. As we move here into second, young lady struggled just a little bit. As we came in, goat didn't want to quite move the way we wanted it to, but as we moved on, she kind of got it together. I like the way she tries to position it. We just need to get in front of that goat just a little bit more when we're setting it up, get them feet and legs right. I think we can move you up higher in the class. But with that being said, did a nice job here moving around the ring, getting your goat exhibited. As we move down to third, young lady did a nice job. It's just at times I'd like to get the animal to move a little better. He wants to lock up, or we're too close to the animal in front of us. We couldn't get that position right, and do just a little bit better on getting them feet and legs set up. But this was a competitive class and there was only 3 exhibitors. But nice job by all 3 of these young ladies. Congratulations to all of them.
Thank you. Entering the arena is our 17-year-old showman. These exhibitors are
Entering the arena at this time is your 17-year-old showman. This is Alicia Bone, Megan Ellis, Peyton Miller, Lillian Tyler, Charles T. Rocks, Brooklyn Weerum, Hannah Graber. Judge, this is your class. Introducing the judge is Nolan Frey. Nolan Frey resides in Upper Sandusky, Ohio, where he, along with his wife and 3 children, has raised goats for the past decade. Nolan is the coach of the Upper Sandusky FFA livestock judging team. His children have been fortunate to show at local, state, and national levels competitely for many years as they continue to build their goat operation. Please give a round of hand for Nolan Frey. Outside the arena at this time should be the 16-year-old showman. These exhibitors include William Taylor, Carissa Raymond, Riley Pence, Jeremiah Melvin, and Angelina Jones. Getting ready in the barn should be the 15-year-old showman. This includes Ashton Swearingen, Logan Harless, Jacob Foreman, Courtney Donovan, Emma Brandenburg, and Samantha Oth.
in this second showmanship class, it gets a little tougher for me. You know, we have some really good showmen out here. Big decisions to make too, because we're looking at animals of different age, different sexes. You know, so that just makes it tough. I know that, you know, I'm going to start out with the young lady. She's got the bigger, older doe. A lot of them are a lot calmer, have a lot more years in the show ring, but at the same time, she did a very nice job coming out, leading it around the ring. Always has it presentable, has the feet where it needs to be. You know, that doe is just super calm. I can tell she's had a long time showing with this one, or somebody has, and she does a very nice job with it. So that's why she's going to lead off our class today. Now when we get into the second with the young man, this is when I start to talk about we got a younger doe here. Younger does are harder to show because they haven't had as many days to be worked with as some of these older ones. This young man does a great job getting as much out of it as he can. You know, I think it really came down to the doe just didn't want to stay in position as we got closer to the end. She wanted to keep sidestepping and what have you. Probably not the young man's fault. It's just being out in this ring. She hasn't had as many days in the ring as some of these other ones. But, you know, if we could have corrected that, he would have been my easy winner, because coming in the ring, I thought he was going to be the winner, but then it wanted to start sidestepping and moving out of position. But a very nice job by this young man. Congratulations to him. As we move into third, this young lady also, you know, there's times that I see bits and pieces that I really like the way she shows. You know, she has a great ring presence, but then, you know, at times I'd look at the goat, I'd want to move that head and neck back, want to get them feet a little bit more in position. When we get into a brace, you know, get a little more levelness out of that top and get them set up. But still, you know, I really like your ring presence. I like how you move it around the ring, how you have your goat prep today. I think you did a very nice job. Just a few things we want to work on to move up. And as we move down to fourth, a young lady, when we came out, she wasn't, you know, as solid as a showman as some of the other ones. You know, there was things I wanted to prove as we moved along. She just really got better. She has her goat looking good. Maybe, you know, we'd want to get that head and neck back just a little touch at times, but still she does a very nice job presenting this animal. So as we moved along in the class, I thought she improved and moved her way up. So nice job by her to move up to fourth in this class. And then as we move down into fifth, young man, I think he's a very solid showman, came out, did a nice job. When we first came out, he kind of had his doe out of line. You know, I like to see nice parallel lines, all of them in the same position. It was kind of out of place. I would have liked to change that. You know, and at times we'd like to get the doe to be a little more attentive to what we're doing, trying to level out that top line, make her just look a hair more presentable, but still a very nice job moving around the ring and getting this old girl shown. I think you do a very nice job. But congratulations to all these young people. It's a very competitive class, and they all did a nice job. Thank you.
Congratulations to third place Megan Ellis, second place Charles Troxel, and first place Alicia Boone. Entering the arena at this time is your 16-year-old class. These exhibitors include William Taylor, Carissa Raymond, Riley Pence, Jeremiah Melvin, Angela Jones. Making their way outside the arena is the 15-year-old exhibitors. These include Ashton Swearingen, Logan Harless, Jacob Foreman, Courtney Donovan, Emma Brandenburg, and Samantha Oth. Judge, this is your class. Getting ready in the barn should be the first heat of 14-year-olds. These exhibitors include Audrey Taylor, Leah Riley, Savannah Pennington, Grant Liming, Kenny Heflin, Bailey Fishback, and Carla Evans.
In this class, we're going to start off with a young man here with a dark Cape doe. I think he does a nice job moving around the ring, getting it set up. His goat looks the most pleasing to the eye when he gets it set up. I think he's got a good relationship with this animal. Not perfect, but, good enough, I believe, to win this class. When we talk about leg placement, there's some things I'd like to correct. But anyways, just does a nice job here, nice solid job from start to finish to start this class off. Congratulations to him. As we move into second, here again, this young man, he got older doe here, does a pretty good job moving around. When we was getting her on the profile, she wanted to have them back legs kind of cocked and moved around. I'd like to get that leg placement a little better. I think he does a good job as far as all the other parts of it. I think he's probably has a lot of time in the ring. Just a few things we'd like to correct on a different day. Maybe he'd be in that first place spot, but does a nice job here. Just a few things to correct moving forward. Congratulations to him also. As we get into third, young lady, this is where I had a little bit of trouble because there was at times in the show I thought maybe I was going to use her in the, further up in the first or second spot. There was times when she had that brace that looked really good. We had a little bit of an equipment malfunction, which doesn't bother me. She did a nice job correcting it, got her composure back, did a great job. It's just at times moving the goat around. I'd like it to be a little more fluent if we can move it around, not pull on it, But, with that being said, you do a really nice job showing the animal. If we could just get them to move a little more fluently when we want to take them in a circle or move them. Like I said, you'd have been the top two for sure. But nice job by this young lady. Congratulations. As we move down into fourth, here again, it was a control issue for me. The goat didn't want to be in control when it was time for them to be standing still in a line, getting that profile view. Just didn't want to quite cooperate. But I do appreciate how she has the goat prepared. I think she does a nice job. I think we just need to get a little more control when we get on that side profile and, work on maybe getting into a brace, a light brace. I think she would move up also. As we get down here into fifth, another one, we just need to get that goat to be a little more attentive, so that when we see it from that side profile that we're getting as much out of that animal as we can. We want it looking its best with that head and neck up. But if we can improve on that here again, we'll move up higher in the class. Nice job by all 5 of these young people, and congratulations to them.
Congratulations to first place Jeremiah Melmid, second place William Taylor, and third place Riley Pence. Entering the arena at this time is the 15-year-old exhibitors. This includes Ashton Swearingen, Logan Harless, Jacob Foreman, Courtney Donovan, Emma Brandenburg, Samantha Off. Judge, this is your class. Making their way outside the arena at this time should be the 14-year-old Showmanship. These exhibitors include Audrey Taylor, Leah Riley, Savannah Pennington, Grant Lyman, Kenny Heflin, Bailey Fishback, Carla Evans. Getting ready in the barn should be the second heat of 14-year-olds. This includes Rowdy Etling, Reed Etling, Tanner Denton, Eden Myers, AJ Cunningham, Mary Bird, Jake Bunning, Bryce Baker, and James King. I'd like to take a second to thank the royalty that is here today. This includes Alicia Boone, our queen, first runner-up queen Amber Averwater, sheep rep Mackenzie Lindsay, and swine rep Allison Korniak.
We're going to start off this class, the young lady, just a great showman. I can't say enough good about how she shows this animal. She came out, I knew she meant business when she came out. She is smooth. She can walk at the pace I like to see. She gets them bracing. Not everybody has to brace. If you can't brace good, I would suggest not bracing. But when you can show like this, I suggest bracing a wether because you're going to get extra credit. And she just does a super nice job. Her feet placement and that animal's feet placement are just spot on. Just a superb job by this young lady, very powerful showman. As we move into second and third becomes very close. These two young men are very similar type showmen, similar type animals. It really came down to what the animal looked like when they have a hold of them. I think they're both pretty smooth on the lead, but when you look at this red goat, he's got that head and neck up where it wants to be. Now at times it wants to move around a little bit, but he gets it back in control. So if we could just get a little more control on that, that would help. But I like the way he's got it set up. His feet and legs are good. Just does a really nice job from start to finish. But really the head and neck placement of when we're standing there is what separated him to move up into that second position. As we move into third, as I said, I kind of already gave reasons for him. I think he does a very equal job to that second place showman. We just like to get that one just picture perfect from that side profile view. Get that head and neck up. Does a nice job with his animal. Great relationship, moving around the ring. You know, good spacing. Just want to correct a few things, but this was a tough class. So very nice job by this young man. This young lady at times, I really liked the way she showed her animal. At other times, you know, it kind of wanted to not agree with her, wanted to have them feet out of place, wanted to kind of sway its back a little bit, want to correct that a little bit. But I think she knows what she wants to do. It's a younger animal, wants to be a little bit ornery, but still, she does a nice job. Just need a little more time with the animal to correct them things to move up any higher. And then as we get into fifth place, we just like this one to move a little freer when we're going around the ring. He wants to fight her at the lead, kind of wants to have a, you know, mind of its own. You know, if we could just be a little smoother in our transitions when we're working with it, you know, be a little more gentle, a little bit more fluent. You know, here again, we'll move up higher in the class. But nice job by all these showmen. They all did a great job from top to bottom. Congratulations, guys.
Congratulations to first place Emma Brandenburg, second place Logan Harless, third place Jacob Foreman. Entering the arena at this time is the 14-year-old exhibitors. This includes Audrey Taylor, Leah Riley, Savannah Pennington, Grant Lyman, Kenny Heflin, Bailey Fishback, and Carla Evans. Judge, this is your class. Second heat of 14-year-olds should be making their way outside the arena. This includes Rowdy Etling, Reed Etling, Tanner Denting, Eden Myers, AJ Cunningham, Mary Bird, Jake Bunting, Bryce Baker, and James King.
have two 14-year-old classes here. We're doing this a little different. These are the four I'm going to keep for the finals of the 14-year-old showmanship. The other three will be dismissed, but I don't have these in any particular order. I just kind of cut out the four that I'd like to see come back to the finals. But they all did a very nice job, and congratulations to all of them, and we'll see how they do in the finals. Thank you.
Entering the arena at this time should be the second heat of 14-year-olds. This includes Rowdy Etling, Reed Etling, Tanner Denton, Eden Myers, AJ Cunningham, Mary Bird, Jake Bunting, Bryce Baker. Judge, this is your class. Getting ready at the barn at this time should be the 13-year-old exhibitors. This includes James King, Tegan Tyson, Gabriella Ebbing, Tucker Denton, Alexander Goon Sakara, Heat 1 of 14-year-old showmen should be outside the arena at this time. The show bells are now available at the announcer stand.
Here again in this second 14-year-old class, these are the four that I'm going to move on to the finals of the 14-year-olds. All these people did a nice job, and we will get to the finals of the 14-year-old showmanship. Thank you.
Entering the arena at this time is the first tee to 14-year-olds. Judge, this is your class. Making their way outside the arena at this time should be 13-year-olds. This includes Tegan Tyson, Gabriel Ebbing, Tucker Denting, Alexander Gunsakara. And James King. Getting ready in the barn should be the 12-year-old exhibitors. This includes Agnes Vandergift, Gunnar Troxel, Lucia Taylor, Addison Sloan, Kira Moe, Olivia Harrella, Kyra Florence, Ellie Mae Hazelbaker, and Kylie Rott.
going to start the class off with the young lady showing the weather here. I think she does a pretty proficient job here. Right now she's got them a little overextended. We won't get into that, but most of the time when she's out here, she gets it done pretty well. Has his top leveled out. At times maybe I just want to change her feet placement a little bit, but she does a pretty good job. Moves around a little bit on the lead when we're trying to get him into position, wants to fight it just a touch, but overall does a nice job. When I get my hands on it, that goat's ready for me to touch. She knows what I'm wanting to look at. When I want that front view, she shows me the front view. That's what I want. When I'm standing in front of you, that's what I want to see. She does all that, does a very nice job here very efficiently. Congratulations to her. As we move into second, this young lady does a pretty good job racing. There's just a few things we want to change with the way she braces. As I said, you don't have to brace a goat to win showmanship. I have lots of young people show and don't brace their goat. So that's all up to you, but if you're going to brace, I want you to do it really well if you're going to be in showmanship. Few things we would like to change. I like the way she gets in front of her goat. She does a good job bracing. If we can just get him to level his top out, we want to get 110% out of these animals. So if we could just change a few of them things and not overextend them a little bit. But other than that, do a very nice job showing. Just a few things I could change, and you'd be in that first place position. So just want to work on that a little bit in the future, but did a very nice job here to stay in second. As we move into third, here again, there was times that I really liked the way she showed this animal. The animal cooperates with her really well. It stands there. There was a few times it wanted to be ornery, but for the most part, that goat has got its head forward, neck back, way I like to see it. She does a nice job. If we're going to brace it, maybe, we want to do a little harder brace or get in front of it a little better. But overall, did a nice job here for your age group to stand third. We just improve a few things in that. Here again, you'll be up to the top of your class even further. But nice job by this young lady. As we move into fourth, I like the relationship this girl has with this goat. They seem to get along really well. If we can just get the goat presented to where it's a little more attentive. And when I say that, alert, head up, looking forward, the goat really likes you. I see that and I love that. But, when we get in the show ring, we need to let them know that it's game time, and we want that head and looking forward, feet in position. And when I go to the front to look at them, I want to see that chest view. If we can get a little better chest view, that'd be great. But other than that, I love your animal. I think you do a good job with it. I can tell you've worked with it a lot, so a nice job here in fourth place. And as we move into fifth, this young man, he does a good job moving around the ring. His animal's very tame. Here again, we just want to get that head forward, get a little more out of the animal when we're showing it. Give it a little bit of space when we're showing it so we can get a little better view at that front shoulder and what have you. But a nice job here to stand fifth in this very competitive class. Congratulations to all these for making the finals, and good job. Thank you.
Congratulations to first place Carla Evans, second place Eden Myers, and third place Mary Bird. Entering the arena at this time is your 13-year-old showman. This includes James King, Gabriella Ebbing, Tucker Denton, Alexandra Gunsakara. Judge, this is your class. Making their way outside the arena at this time should be the 12-year-old class. This includes Agnes Vandergrift, Gunnar Troxel, Luisha Taylor, Addison Salone, Kira Moe, Olivia Harvilla, Kyra Florence, Ellie Mae Hazelbaker, and Kyla Rott.
in this class with only 4 entries, it sorts itself out pretty quick. I could tell the young man I'm going to start the class off with moves around the ring with some ease. Wasn't afraid to go out here first and lead the group around. He'd get his animal set up. Did a pretty proficient job at it. Maybe at times we'd like to get a little harder brace out, a little leveler top if we're going to brace, but still does a nice job, nice complete from top to bottom job here to start this class off. As we move into second, does a good job. I like that he usually has his animal in line, does a pretty good job setting its feet up. He's just, a little more efficient than the 2 behind him. I just think he does a better job of leading it around and having control of his animal. So a nice job by him today here to stand second. As we move into third, this young man, his goat seems to cooperate pretty good, but at times we just like to, get it a little bit more alert, get it into position, make it look a little more showy when we're out here. If we could do some of them things, I think we got an animal that cooperates pretty good. We just need to get a little more out of it in the ring. And as we move back into fourth, a very similar issue. A goat that's very calm and cooperative. We just need to get a little more straight in line when we get out here on the profile view. Just get it looking at its best when we have it there. Get the head and neck up and feet where they need to be. And you'll also move up into the future here in goat showmanship. But a nice job by all these young people, and congratulations. Thank you.
Congratulations to the 14-year-old winners. 13-year-old winners. This includes James King. First place, James King. Second place, Tucker Denton. Third place, Gabriella Ebbing. Making their way at this time should be the 12-year-old class. This includes Agnes Vandergriff, Gunnar Troxel, Luisha Taylor, Addison Salone, Kira Moe, Olivia Harvilla, Kyra Florence, Ellie Mae Baker, and Kaylee Rott. Ella May, please be making your way to the arena at this time. Making their way at the arena at this time should be the 11-year-old class. This includes Ellie Taylor, Easton Jennings, Alexis Harless, Joshua Florence, Sophie Oth, Aaron Gunshikara, Evie Burlett. Ella Mae Baker, this is your last call. Getting ready at the barn at this time should be the 10-year-old class. This includes Logan Taylor, Emma Smith, Marley Minning, right? Brielle Cockring, Josie Ben. Judge, this is your class.
Sorry that class took so long. It just took me that much time to sort out what I was looking for and, other things and talk to the young people. And so I'm going to start off the class with a young man showing here at this Red Goat. Just really does a phenomenal job. Did a great job. And when I say you don't have to brace, this is a perfect example. You don't have to brace. He does a good job. This is the way you want to show this animal. This is a doe. He has it at his side, head up on that lead. Just really like the way he shows. He's got a lot of ring presence. I can tell he's done this before. He just shows that he knows what he's doing. He's confident, smooth, and just a very good showman here to start this class off. As we move into second, a young lady, she does a nice job, nice smooth job. Just we'd like to get a little more extra out of the animal, as far as when I look at her, level her out behind that shoulder just a touch, just a few little things we'd like to change as far as when we move them, to get a little extra out of the animal. But to stand here in second in this very competitive class, I think she's done a nice job. Don't have a lot of faults with your showing style, so good job by her. And as we move into third, she was very similar to the second place young lady. I think they're both good showmen. It just came down to me when I look at this animal when she has it set up. There's a few things I'd like to change. I'd like to get that head and neck up, just a little bit more so. I think she does a nice job leveling out that top, but still at the same time we need to get that head and neck up into position. But she does a good job setting its legs, very proficient with that. Does a nice job moving around, very smooth. I think second and third could be talked either way, but she did a very nice job staying third here in this class. As we move into fourth, this young man does a good job with this animal. I think the animal is pretty well broke. At times she wants to get a little lazy on him, just wants to kind of do her own thing. We need to correct that a little bit. I think if we could do a little better on feet placement, get that head and neck up, get her to do what you want her to do, you'd be right at the top of the class. A very nice animal out here in this class. And as we get into fifth, this young man started out strong. As we went through the class, fell off a little bit. Some of these boar goats get a little tired. This one was showing signs of she was done with this class. She was ready to be done. She's just fighting them a little bit. Doesn't want to stay out here the whole time. She kind of has a mind of her own. If we could keep up the job that we had started with in the class, I think we'd be up higher in the class today. But a nice job here by this young man. Congratulations to all these young people. Thank you.
Congratulations to first place Gunnar Troxel, second place Addison Salone, third place Agnes Vandergrift. Entering the arena at this time is 11-year-old class. This includes Ellie Taylor, Easton Jennings, Alexis Harless, Joshua Florence, Sophie Oth, Aaron Gunasekara, and Evie Bartlett. Judge, this is your class. Making their way outside the arena at this time should be the 10-year-old exhibitors. This includes Logan Taylor, Emma Smith, Marley Manning, Brielle Cochran, Josie Benjamin, Getting ready in the barn at this time is Briley Kim, Riley Smith, Olivia Sloan, Haley Moe, Violet Hums, Henry Gray, Benjamin Florence, and Silas Cunningham.
All right, now that we got it together, I'm going to start off with the young man with the red goat. He does a pretty nice job top to bottom. There's things we would change about the way he shows, but when we look at how he's showing for his age, he does a pretty good job. Right now we'd like to get a little more control, but the goat's just getting a little over anxious. But he does a pretty nice job of getting him braced up, looking like we want him to look. When I got my hands on him, he had him feeling the way I need to have a weather feel. But does a pretty nice job walking around, just consistent, and does the most proficient job out here today. So a nice job by this young man. As we move back into second here, this young lady does a good job with this dairy cross goat. She moves around the ring. The goat does what she asks of it. She's got her feet placement pretty good. Sometimes it struggles to get them just like we want them, but overall she does just a really nice job showing this animal. If we could get that feet placement just a little bit better, a little quicker, get the head and neck where we want it, she'd have been first place all day long out here. But just a really nice job to stand second in this class. And as we move down into third, this young lady does a pretty good job getting it set up. I can see that she knows what she wants to do. We just need to be a little smoother at our transitions. When we move around with the animal, we want it to make it look fluent and natural, have the animal cooperate. I do like, you do have good control of the head and neck. You have a collar that you can lead it, and you keep that in control. It's just we just need to be a little more fluent if we're going to change positions and get it in, need to change the way we're bracing it. So nice job here. I like the way you show. Just change that, make it a little smoother. You'll do well in the future. As we move down into fourth here, this animal, I think it does real nice, when we're moving it around. We just need to have more control. We need to have that animal putting its feet down where we want, square with the other animals, head and neck back. But like I say, movement-wise, I think she does good around the ring. The animal seems to be fairly tame. We just need to get it a little more showy when we're trying to show it to the judge. But a nice job by this young lady. And as we move into fifth, this animal just wants to be stubborn at times. Very nice animal. I think she can do a good job if we can get him to cooperate today. He just wanted to fight her a little bit on the lead, didn't want to do what she wants. If we improve that, different animal, different day, I'm sure you'd be at the top. But a nice job by all these young people, and congratulations to the winners. Thank you.
Congratulations to first place Easton Jennings, second place Ellie Taylor, third place Alexis Harless. Entering the arena at this time should be your 10-year-old exhibitors. This includes Logan Taylor, Emma Smith, Marley Minning, Brielle Cochran, Josie Benjamin, and that's it. Judge, this is your class.
Making their way outside the arena at this time should be the 9-year-old showmen. These exhibitors are Briley Clem, Riley Smith, Olivia Sloan, Haley Moe, Violet Hums, Henry Gray, Florence Benjamin, and Silas Cunningham.
Briley Clem and Violet Hums should be making their way outside the show arena at this time.
This is kind of difficult for me. You know, we could change this up many ways with all these young people. It depends on what you're looking for in showmanship. We don't have a perfect showman out here, but at this age, I don't expect them to be perfect. So, you know, I just have to go through and sort through what I think, you know, is the positives and negatives from what I see. I'm going to start off with the young lady here. I think she's done a nice job with her animal. There was times that I would like to change the way she had it over here. I'd like it to be in line a little bit better, but I think she gets it presented in a way that she gets as much out of this animal as she can. She has it fitted very nice. She does a good job with keeping its head up and moving around the arena. So if we could just get it in line just a little bit better as we move up into the ranks and the higher age groups, them are things we want to work on, but a nice complete job here to start this class off. And second, the young man, I think he does a good job with his goat. I think he's got a great relationship. He knows what the animal's doing. What I would like to change is I would just like to get his attention a little bit better to the judge. If he could just pay attention to where the judge is, it's one of them things where you need to be 50% on the goat, 50% on the judge of your attention. But as I would tell my kids, it'd be more like 60-50, but that don't make sense, and that's 110%. But no, he does a very nice job. I would just like him to be a little more attentive to where I'm at and what we need to be doing in the ring as he gets older in these age groups, and he'll move right up to the top. As we get into third, this young lady does a good job with her animal. She's trying to brace it. She's doing a decent job. At times it was overextended. I'd like to just shorten it up a little bit so it looks a little bit better on that profile. But overall does a nice complete job to stand third here in this class. As we move into fourth, here again we got a young person that does a nice consistent job showing. When we get it into holding the animal, maybe we just want to give it a little bit of space between us and the animal, get that head, neck, and spine all in a straight line and get it in a straight line with the other animals if we want to move up higher. But still a very nice job by this young lady to stand fourth in this class. As we move down into fifth, this is something I need to talk about. I think she deserves a lot of credit. She was out here, she was bracing. The goat had too much push. I could see that. When she figured out that isn't going to work, she transitioned into holding the animal. She does a fabulous job like that. That's how she made it into fifth. If we would have kept struggling with it over here trying to brace, she would have been over here. That's why I moved her up in line. She didn't quit. She kept transitioning into a different show method. Did a very nice job. I think if we would have started out with this method, we may have been right at the top of the class. But a nice job by this young lady and a good job by all these young people. Thank you. Good job.
Congratulations to age 10 showmen. 5th place, Brielle Cochran. 4th place, Emma Smith. 3rd place, Kinley Likens. 2nd place, Logan Taylor. And 1st place, Josie Benjamin. Now entering the arena at this time is age 9 showmen. Silas Cunningham, Benjamin Florence, Henry Gray, Violet Hums, Haley Moe, Olivia Sloan, Riley Smith, and Briley Clem. Judge, this is your class. Age 8 showmen should be making their way to the show arena at this time. This is Hannah Florence, Kylan Cochran, and Chloe Rott.
All right, so it didn't take long to sort through this class. It kind of sorted itself out. We had a young lady that had a little bit of, control issue over here with the goat. I think she's a good showman. Just the goat didn't want to cooperate today. But as we move over here, I'm going to start the class off with this young lady. I think she does a phenomenal job for her age to be able to go out, move one around, stick it on that brace. Does a really good job. Keep working. Keep moving forward, and you'll win a lot of showmanship contests in the future. Congratulations. As we move into second, I enjoy, we get into some of these younger age groups. She's got a big old doe here, but, she moves it around the ring, does a really nice job keeping control of that doe. I really commend her on how good she did. She's good enough to win a lot of showmanship classes. She just ran into a very competitive showman here today that having a good day, but I really like the way you show this animal. I think you do a good job. If we can just get it set up just a hair better. I know it's a big old animal, but you'll win a lot of shows also. But good job here today to stand second. As we move into third, this young man did a pretty good job wheeling around the ring here. He did pretty good. Biggest thing I would like to change is just, when we get them set up, get that head up, get the feet in position. You do a nice job leveling out that top. Just get the head and neck up, make it look a little more showy when we're showing it. You do a very nice job here to stand third. And then as we get down to fourth, this young man just needs to level that top out, get it looking a little more presentable. That was really what was the difference between third and fourth here. I think they're pretty equal in the way they show. I think he does an okay job getting his feet set up. Just need to level that top out, get that head forward and facing the way we want him to face. And as we move down into fifth, this young man, I think has a good relationship with his goat. I think we just want to change his posture just a little bit when we're handling this goat. If we can do more with the lead and the chin and not so much with our body trying to hold it, I think that would go a long way in showmanship. But still a nice job to come out here and stand fifth in this class. Congratulations to all these young people, and thank you.
Congratulations, age 9 showman. 5th place, Henry Gray. 4th place, Silas Cunningham. 3rd place, Benjamin Florence. 2nd place, Olivia Sloan. And 1st place, Haley Moe. Now entering the arena at this time is age 8 showman, Chloe Rott, Kylan Cochran, and Hannah Florence. Judge, this is your class. All first place exhibitors should be making their way to the show arena at this time. This is Whitney Hauserman, Alicia Boone, Jeremiah Melvin, Emma Brandenburg, Carla Evans, James King, Gunnar Troxel, Easton Jennings, Josie Benjamin, and Haley Moe.
All right, here in these smaller classes, it's a little quicker to sort out. This young lady just does a phenomenal job for her age group. I can tell she's got some good teachers showing her how to do this. She does a nice job moving her around the ring, actually can brace. She does a lot of things that a lot of the older competitors cannot do. So very nice job. I have, very few things I would even change in your, in the way you show. So do a great job and good luck in the rest of the show and congratulations. As we move into second, this young lady, she come out here and led right around like she owned it. I like the way she moves her animal. We just need to get it set up just a little bit better. Get the head and neck in position, get the legs. But you do a nice job. Just a few things we want to correct as we're moving forward. But a good job here in this class today. And then as we move into third, I think this young lady just had a little hard luck here with this goat. The goat wanted to be, not cooperate, wanted to fight her a little bit. And sometimes we can't predict that. Sometimes they don't do it at home, and then we get them in the ring and they're scared. That might be the situation today. But for them reasons, I, put her in third position. But I think she will do really well in the future. If she gets an animal that wants to cooperate on show day, I'm sure she'll do very well. So congratulations to all these young people. Thank you.
Congratulations to the age 8 showmen. Third place, Chloe Rott. Second place, Hannah Florence. And first place, Kylan Cochran. James King, you need to be outside the arena at this time. Entering the arena at this time is our first place showman. Age 18, Whitney Hauserman. 17, Alicia Boone. 16, Jeremiah Melvin. 15, Emma Brandenburg. 14, Carla Evans. 13, James King. 12, Gunnar Troxel. 11, Easton Jennings. 10, Josie Benjamin. 9, Haley Moe. And 8, Kylan Cochran. Judge, this is your class. Pee Wee Showmanship should be making their way outside the arena at this time. This is Haley Snyder, Lorelai Cunningham, Braxton Watrin, Cora Shepard, Theo Pope, Charlotte Sloan, Henry McCoy, Libby Riley, Lyle Riley, Crosby Benjamin, Sadie Wolfer, Brennan Wolfer, Corbin Seibert, Jonathan Gredis, Julia Graber, Jackson Broles, Taylor Pearson, Brenna Walker, Brittany Scales, Jace Smith.
As we get into the finals for overall showman, I'm really satisfied with what I see out here. We have a lot of good showmen. They should all be very proud to, make it to this point. For me, there's a couple showmen out here that, really come to mind because when I watched them in their class, who impressed me, who did a good job with their animal, who did the best job in their class and then coming into this final showmanship. So that's what it really comes down for to me. And so I have to make the decision here who I think, who's the person that I would want showing one of my animals and who gets it presented in a way, that's smooth, makes them look good, and what we have here. Some of these are getting a little ornery here because we've had them out here a couple times, and it is rough. Boer goats in general don't like to show for a long time, but that's things we need to work on at home to kind of get them trained to where they'll, cooperate for a longer period of time. But I think all these people have done a great job. But at this time, I'm going to go out and congratulate the one that I think did the best job from their class to this, is just the best overall showman that we had here today. So congratulations to all these people, and I think they deserve a round of applause.
Congratulations, Grand Champion Market Goat Showman Emma Brandenburg. Making their way into the arena at this time is the Pee Wee Showman. This is Haley Snyder, Lorelei Cunningham, Braxton Watren, Cora Shepard, Theo Pope, Charlotte Sloan, Henry McCoy, Libby Riley, Lyle Riley, Crosby Benjamin, Sadie Wolfer, Brennan Wolfer, Corbin Seibert, Jonathan Gredis, Julia Graber, Jackson Brawls, Taylor Perrin, Brenna Walker, Brittany Scales, and Jace Smith. Judge, this is your class. All adult showmen should be making their way outside the show arena at this time. This is Faith Stegbauer, Carly Waring, Michael Gunnisker, David Harles, Monica Harles, Olivia Denton, Jim Hederick, Carlin Lindsay, Trisha Myers, and Harley Brandenburg.
I think I went around and talked to all these Pee Wee showmen. I think they've all done a great job. They're all winners to be out here. Congratulations to all of them. I think they deserve a round of applause, and then they can be dismissed. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of the Pee Wee showmen. If you are participating in the Dam and Daughter show, come to the announcer stand to sign up. Adult showmen are entering the show arena at this time. This is Faith Segbauer, Carly Waring, Michael Gunasekara, David Harless, Monica Harless, Olivia Denton, Jim Hederick, Carolyn Lindsay, Trista Myers, and Harley Brandenburg.
when we do adult showmanship, it's kind of fun to see who gets involved with all these projects and who puts some time in. I can tell all these adults do a good job and pretty hands-on with these projects. So, it makes it a tough decision. But I brought two out here that I thought did a really exceptional job. Two different type of showmen. It's kind of neat to see. But I'm going to start off with this young lady. She does a nice job. I can tell she's got a lot of experience. Just really gets the feet set up. That goat is trained. Just work together perfect. Just a really high caliber showman. Just does a nice job. As we move into second, this young lady, she does a neat job with this animal. I think she's been at home with it, working quite a bit, teaching people how to brace, and does a nice job. As we get a little more age on us, sometimes it's harder to get these animals braced, but she does a great job of getting it stuck, getting it lined up, and I appreciate that. But nice job by all of you. You do a great job, and thanks for what you do with the youth. Congratulations to all.
Congratulations to our adult showman champions. First place, Harley Brandenburg. Second place, Trista Myers. Emma and Harley Brandenburg will be representing Market Goats for a Showman to Showman contest on Friday. This concludes the Market Goat Showmanship. We will be starting with meat breeding does at 5 o'clock.